If you're a senior golfer looking to get more longevity in this game, to regain some of your strength and speed that you've lost over the years, this is the video for you, because today I'm going to take you through 5 exercises you can do as a senior golfer to enjoy this game for longer, get more out of your game, and start regaining some of the distance that you've lost. Welcome back to the channel. This is the Macro Golf YouTube channel. I'm Joe, founder of Macro Golf Online, and today I'm going to take you through 5 exercises you can do as a senior golfer to start to really rebuild some of this strength and this power that we've lost over the years. And you'll probably feel this in your game, that as the years go on, we lose a little bit of mobility, we lose a little bit of strength, we lose a little bit of power, and it just becomes harder for us to perform at the same levels that we have done for years in the past. Maybe you want to carry on playing golf for years to come, and you know that your body needs to be kind of looking after you to be able to play this game for many years. So today we're going to go through some strengthening exercises that you can do. We're not going to need any fancy equipment, any gym or anything. You can do this from home. And there are going to be some strength exercises that are going to start to rebuild or regain some of the strength and power that we've lost. I did a separate video on some stretching exercises for seniors, so I'll tag that here. So if you're interested more in kind of stretching and mobility, flexibility, click this video here and that's going to be more relevant for you. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about strength and regaining power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through these 5 different movements. We'll kind of show you exactly how to perform them. We'll give you a full demonstration of how to perform them so you know that you're performing them correctly. We're going to need very minimal equipment, and at the start of each exercise I'll show you kind of the piece of equipment we're going to need for each one. What we recommend you do is you program this into a weekly schedule. We recommend 2 to 3 times a week working on some strength movements. So you can take these 5 exercises, put them together, and this can perform your session, and you can repeat this 2 to 3 times throughout the week. What you'll notice is as you start to perform them, you'll get better at them, which you're going to obviously be showing that you're getting stronger and gaining more movement. And then slowly, you'll start to notice a difference into your golf game as well. You're going to start to notice a little bit more balance, a little bit more stability, a little bit more speed, a little bit more power, a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more athleticism. And you'll start to notice that the exercises you're doing here are going to transfer across into your golf swing, into your golf game, and ultimately into your scoring. So I'm going to jump straight across now into exercise number 1. We'll go through all the exercises and I'll meet you back here to debrief on what we've learned today.
Our diagonal bird dogs. For this one comes to position on all 4s. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to find our neutral posture position, so we're not in extension or flexion, we're nice and neutral. The idea from here is we're going to reach one hand out ahead of us, and we're also going to reach the opposite leg out ahead of us. I'm trying to be as long through my heel and as long through my fist as possible. I'm going to create a nice strong fist, drive that knee back, drive that heel back, before then returning to touch elbow to knee. I'm going to reach out again, be really strong in this position. I'm not trying to lift up the arm or leg really high, trying to keep them in line. And I'm just trying to reach as long as I can. Bring back in, touch elbow towards knee, and then reach back out. I'm going to perform a set amount of repetitions on this side, perform swapping to the opposite arm and opposite leg to repeat that movement on the other side. This is our golf swing chop. Now for this we're either going to need a single cable rack like I've got here, or we can also use a resistance band anchored against something that's around chest height. So if we are going to use a cable machine, I would really recommend using the rope function for this. If we're going to use the band, then we'd have a band anchored like this one, so we can have 2 hands on the band and work it in this direction. The idea here is we're trying to teach the body to rotate and to use the ground to extend up. So the feeling that we're trying to get is we're trying to rotate down with one side as we push down through one leg, really release off the other leg. It's a really good way to develop strength through rotation and definitely work a little bit better on your ground reaction forces and a little bit better on some speed and some power. So to start this, we're going to have the rope. I'm just going to start with a little bit of kind of tension on the band or on the rope here. And the idea is as I rotate round into my right side, I now feel like I'm trying to push my left hand down towards the ground. So as I twist, I rotate, and you'll see that I also get some extension up this right side. So I can start low and extend through. What we can do with the band and with the cable is we can start to actually work on a little bit of faster, more explosive movement. We're very much leading with the trail side. So here I'm very much leading through this left hand. My other shoulder works on its way up to create this extension. Obviously I would perform a set amount of repetitions on this side before repeating it on the other side. This is our supported pelvic rotation. For this we need a golf club or a speed stick or an alignment stick. We're going to place it down on the ground. It's going to act as our method of support for our upper body. Now it's really important for this movement that we don't allow this upper body to turn. Upper body's going to remain completely still, so you can use a mirror in front of you if you want to use that for some reference. Now from here we're going to take our golf stance and slightly move into some golf posture, keeping the hands in front of us using the support of the club. All we're now going to do is start to rotate our hips to the left and to the right. It's really important that as we do this, we don't allow ourselves to bump to the left or bump to the right, or also to bail out one side or the other side. It really is a movement of rotation through these hips, trying to disassociate the lower half from the upper half. These are our supported pelvic rotations. These are our banded rotations. Here we're going to need a resistance band anchored anywhere from hip to shoulder height. And we take a grip with both hands. We're going to step ourselves away so we've got a little bit of resistance on this band already. And with the arms pushed away from me, nice and stable with my lower half, I'm now just trying to rotate this band round to the other side. I'm going to try and keep my hips fairly stable here. I don't really want my hips doing a lot of the movement. I'm just trying to really get my upper body to work on its rotation. It'd be really helpful if you have a mirror in front of you so you can watch your hips not moving, and you're just trying to turn this upper body to generate some core strengthening. We're going to repeat the set amount of reps and sets on this side, and repeat also on the other side.
So there are 5 exercises for senior golfers, and hopefully you enjoyed those, hopefully you learned, hopefully the video was good enough for you to learn. If you've got any questions on any of the techniques or anything like that, drop it below in the comments. I can answer your questions. Any question is absolutely fine. Put it there, and either myself or one of my team will get back to you on how to perform the exercise if you've got any questions. Remember, we said that to program this, we can combine these exercises, put them into one session, and repeat that 2 to 3 times throughout the week. You might want to start with once or twice in a week just to get used to it. And as you get a little bit more familiar and get a little bit more used to it, we can start to increase that to 2 to 3 times. And make sure we're also getting sufficient rest and recovery. And actually what you can now do, now I've done both of these videos for you guys, you can take the flexibility video that was tagged earlier and you can add that to this routine. So now we can do some strengthening exercises and some flexibility exercises to really make sure we're covering all of our bases. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully you learned something from that. Really, really helps me out if you can like this video just below here, and also click subscribe as well. So anytime we release new videos, you'll then see that we've released a new video and you can get even more help and support from us on your golf game. But until then, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.